Hi, third grade. Right now we're talking about architecture. So architecture is everything that is around us. Those are the buildings, the houses, the schools, the malls, anything that is designed for people to live or work in. Architecture has changed a lot over the past few years and over the last few centuries. Architecture can look very different. What do we call someone who designs architecture? I hope you said architect. Let's go ahead and take a look at this building. What I want you to do is I just want you to look at this building for 10 seconds on your own, and I want you to try to find some clues. So we're just gonna look at it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, go ahead and talk to a neighbor, but here's what I want you to talk about. I want you to ask them what you think this building is for, who works there or who lives there, it's up to you to decide, and where do you think it is? Okay, so here's what that building looked like under construction. So this is called the skeleton, or the insides, the guts of the building before they put on the glass and add all the furniture. We call that the skeleton. They were building this in Hong Kong, China. So this is all the way across the world. And this is a CCTV building, which means that people go and film TV shows or Weather Channel, all in this building. One of the biggest problems for people who design very tall towers is the risk of fire. So if there's a fire, sometimes the elevator doesn't work, sometimes the stairs get blocked, or there's a fire in the stairs, and that's when people get hurt. So, turns out this building, even though it looks like it's levitating and it's about to fall apart, is the most safest building for fires. So, I want someone to raise their hand and tell me why that is. Why on earth would this be the safest building in the world when it comes to fire? So today we're going to be building our own modern buildings. Let's talk about the word modern for a second. Take a look at this building here. This one is a modern house. What makes this house different from the houses that we see in Plano? Go ahead and raise your hand and tell me what some of the differences are. I hope we said that modern houses are very boxy. They have a lot of flat surfaces. The windows can be really big and they can go on for walls and over corners. There's lots of concrete. There's not a whole lot of color or decoration, and there's not a roof other than just the flat top. As you can see, our houses in Plano are a little bit different, where we have triangular roofs, we have a variety of different windows, but they're all around the same size. And then we have stone. You wouldn't find that on a modern house, and the modern house was a lot more flat. Now remember, traditional houses look different all over the world. So architecture always changes. It changes over years and over centuries. So what might be a normal looking house to us might look totally different to a person who lives across the world. So this is what we're gonna build today. It may take a couple days, that's okay. We're gonna be building the skeleton of our modern house buildings that we will add color to and make a little city out of. It'll be pretty cool. But we need to make the skeleton first. You're gonna need some popsicle sticks. I will have some on the middle table. All you need to do is just take a bunch with you and put it down at your table when you're ready. Each of you will get some wood glue. This is expensive wood glue that I bought with my own money, so you need to make sure that you treat it right by using dots of glue and not going ham with the glue and being crazy glue monsters. Also making sure that when you are using it, you open it from the top, you have to pull up. But when you are done, you need to make sure that you pull down so that it is closed. Please make sure you do that. Don't waste my glue. How we're gonna build this, how we're gonna starting is the most hard. You're gonna take 2 wood sticks side by side, and you wanna separate them the length of a popsicle stick so that you can lay a popsicle stick on each side like this. And it's gonna look like a little square. And this is a little bit hard to do because they tend to move around a lot. But you wanna make sure it's just about, yeah, like that, so that you can put some popsicle sticks down. Okay, so the tricky part is we need to use dots of glue to make sure that these stick on, and then the rest will be easy peasy, but you're gonna put just a little dot of glue, just a little dot on each side, like so. And then when you're ready, put the popsicle stick on. I'll have to hold the camera, this will be really hard because I can't see what I'm doing. But right there, and you wanna make sure it's about perfect. You still have a little bit of time once you use the wood glue to kind of move it around the way you want it, because we want a perfect square. And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side, so I'll pick it up, add a dot of glue, and go ahead and push it down. Now this is the most important part, so I'm gonna take my hands and kind of just pull it down, we'll double check and make sure that it's the way you want it. Make sure it's a square, and then you can kind of hold it down for a few seconds until it's dry. Now, the next few steps are very similar. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a dot of glue on each one of those corners that I just built. Now, when I did that first, I put the popsicle sticks from left to right like this. Now, each other level, you're gonna switch it up. Now my popsicle sticks are going up and down in front of me. And then you keep on doing that pattern. So I might put some glue here. So what do you think I should do next, guys, since I'm switching it up? I just did up and down, so now what do I need to do? I hope you said left and right. So I'm gonna put left and right popsicle sticks. And it just goes left, right, up, down, left, right, up, down. So I'll do it just one more time, and then we will see how far we can get to. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those on, like so. And you just keep building it up. So right now it's really short, but we want these really tall. So we're gonna have to do some hard work today, but it'll be a lot of fun. Before we leave today, I'll have a little sticky note that we can put on our structures so that I know it's yours, because these are all gonna look the same. Be very, very careful when you are done. You don't wanna ruin your amazing artwork just because you handled it a little bit too hard. We'll probably use a wet wipe for a little while before we start putting these on the back counter. That way it gives them enough time to get dry and tacky so we can put them safely in the shelves, so we'll have them for next time. Remember, raise your hand if you have any questions. We're gonna use voice level 0, 1, or 2 while we're working today. I'll probably play some music. Today's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's work hard, guys.